The cat is officially out of the bag, and by the time this video has been uploaded, the merge would already have happened and people are either rejoicing or feeling a bit down with what has happened. All roads lead to this, and it is not the most sought after event in the lot of crypto space for nothing. Investors, big and small, directly or indirectly involved with Ethereum, all flock together to witness the transition of the network's consensus from proof of work to proof of stake. And one of the many expected implications of this process is the change in the valuation of ETH. Price predictions are out and about almost every day as the merge closes in, and even when it has already passed, you will still see these types of videos circulating the internet. As such, even if it seems like you've watched too much of them, price predictions for Ethereum after the merge are still worth looking into. Thank you for watching Diversified Streams, your go-to YouTube channel for all things crypto and finance. Be sure to check out our community post about these subjects. We are curious to know your opinions on these matters. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and tips related to crypto. And make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll be updated with our latest videos. We frequently post so you wouldn't want to miss them. In today's video, we will be talking about the price predictions after the merge in Ethereum happens. Price assumptions are being made more frequently now as they have ever been, and it is just indicative of how good the experts are with this event. We'll be discussing this through the comments and opinions of Gareth Soloway. And there's a lot to unpack, so we better get started. There's a lot of excitement that surrounds the merge, and it is not just baseless emotion because the merge has been garnering attention ever since the rumors of it began circulating the internet. The transition from proof of work to proof of stake presents a handful of benefits for the supporters of the network, particularly the more energy-efficient transactions that will happen after the successful change. It also sets the stage for some major upgrades that are set to happen in the space, attracting more investors and further increasing the value of Ethereum's token, ETH. This is why technical analysis experts like Gareth Soloway cannot simply turn a blind eye on this process. And even if they wanted to, it would be difficult to not to stick your nose on something that may potentially bring forth the necessary leverage not only for Ethereum, but the whole of crypto. Just like everyone else, he believes that the merge is a game changer that is set to play the role of a confidence builder in crypto. And it is a big step the whole market is set to take, or may have already taken. Here's more of what he thinks about the merge.
Biggest thing for me into the merge is, can it go smoothly? And for the whole Bitcoin crypto sector, I think this is a big test. A lot of people are sitting on the sidelines and saying, okay, this is the biggest thing we've had in crypto in a while. Can they pull it off without a hitch? If they do, I actually think that's a confidence builder for the crypto community. Chart, it basically did what you would expect it to do in a bear market, which means that percentage-wise it fell more than Bitcoin, but generally it goes up in bull markets percentage-wise more than Bitcoin as well. So it kind of kept that thing going, which is what we saw. Now, we did see, again, a low put in right around this, just sub 900 level, and it rallied all the way back to 2000. And you can see right here why it stopped right there on a dime. You have this sideways chop and this little pivot high, put a trend line in there. Price literally just tagged it, and then we saw a pullback go smoothly. And I think you might see a relief pop once it's kind of completed. So again, I think overall you can see support is right here. This is around the 1450 level. Resistance is around 2000. If the merge goes smoothly, I think it could pop maybe as high as the double top here back to 2000. This is the 200 moving average. That would be your resistance line. I ultimately think if Bitcoin's going down, and I think risk assets will see more selling. Once you get outside of that, then I would be very careful. I wouldn't be someone who would be buying on the completion of the merge, because I think then again, you might have a sell the news environment and a little bit of a pullback off of that. Now, just to point out my longer term view, and I know you guys know I'm very bullish longer term on Bitcoin. On Ethereum, I actually am, with the merge, I'm bullish, very, very bullish on the longer term. I think this is exactly what the crypto market wants, is that this deflationary asset where it also has this massive use case that's being adopted more and more. And it kind of has like this double-edged sword now. I think in 5 years, you could be easily looking at a 20,000 handle on Ethereum. I think, again, the next couple years are going to be the tricky years for all of crypto, especially Ethereum. And I think in 5 years, you could be easily looking at a 20,000 handle on Ethereum. I think, again, I'm equally as bullish. I think Ethereum right now offers a little bit higher risk than Bitcoin. Like if someone said to me, you got to pick one and it's going to be a wild ride, what are you doing? I'm probably going with Bitcoin for safety purposes. But in terms of potential X's, how many times it can go up, I think if you're playing with money you can afford to lose, you go with Bitcoin, with Ethereum.
Soloway believes that Ethereum is living up to its end of the bargain by having some fairly decent behavior in terms of valuation, especially when it has shown falls lower than what Bitcoin had exhibited, only to jump back at an even higher price than the other asset. It would seem a bit weird to be putting Bitcoin and Ethereum against each other whenever assessing behavior, but they are the two best assets in the industry today, and they are each other's benchmarks in determining how good or bad they have been performing lately. Soloway also noted that while there are those who are buying Ethereum at the peak of the merge, it is understandable to still see those who are waiting for the hype to die down before actually investing, so as not to become victims of a sell the event behavior if it comes down to it happening. Do you think that Ethereum has gained enough momentum from the merge to actually blow up in valuation? Is the change enough to snatch the first spot from Bitcoin as the most profitable coin in the market today? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment in the section down below. And if you have not yet liked this video and given our channel a subscribe, please do so while you're at it so you'll be a part of our community. Soloway shares the same sentiments with most experts we have featured in this channel as to how Ethereum will behave in the long term. The network will be strong and worth investing in as years go by, especially when it has taken the form of a deflationary asset and has some attributes of a stock that investors especially like to see. It wouldn't be a stretch if there are other experts predicting Ethereum's price would rival and eventually surpass that of Bitcoin's. Additionally, he believes that between the two, Bitcoin would still be the safe choice when one is thinking of security. But if you are a risk taker who wants to know just how profit there is in Ethereum, it is worth choosing over Bitcoin. When asked about the perspective on BTC and ETH, Soloway answered that the behavior of Ethereum is much more notable as compared to Bitcoin. And just when you compare the charts and think that between the two, BTC would have the upper hand, it is actually Ethereum that has been quite consistent with a positive bounce in chart statistics. Of course, as investors, it is important to have your eyes set on other projects other than Ethereum and Bitcoin in order to maximize the potential of the crypto industry. For Soloway, Solana is doing very well in keeping itself included in the game despite the current conditions, which Bitcoin itself was not able to overcome considering how it has broken down at one point. The project's potential is there, and while it might change only in a matter of weeks, Solana is still worth observing. You never know, the podium might be looking for a different asset to cater to, and it might just be that. And that is it for today's video. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. As always, if you did, please show us some love and support by giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. And make sure to keep your notifications on so you will be updated whenever we post new videos on all things related to crypto. This has been Diversified Streams. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you in our next video.